are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What? It's inaugural When the Walls Fell. This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my with my co-host Jason. As always, Jason, how are you doing today?
You want to start over?
Why?
You know, just it's an important show.
Huh? Why is it an important show?
Because I've got a lot to say.
Oh, boy. Harrison's here before we get into it. Harrison is on the sound equipment, and then we've got our information czar Preston, and Jesse is here sporting today's sponsor, Daffy Down Industries. Go to daffydown.com. That's daffydown.com for hoodies and hats and t-shirts. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook. And whenever you buy anything at daffydown.com, just go into the thing and just write Lauer Road Radio somewhere. It's called daffydown.com, and it's good apparel.
Yeah.
And one day, I think they're going to be making duck calls. I think that Daffy Down Industries will be in the duck call business. So go to daffydown.com.
Even if they're not. Listen, I don't even hunt. I've never shot a duck. I probably never will shoot a duck.
Well, you're going to buy ducks, though.
I am going to. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to.
So you might have to shoot one.
I just cut its head off. Well, then I guess Daffy would be down.
Yeah.
Daffy down. That's the whole thing. I'm taking the duck down.
I thought it was like down feather.
Daffy down feathers. I mean, maybe.
Oh, maybe it's a double entendre.
Ooh. Either way, the apparel's pretty great. You should go to the website.
It looks like a quality hat.
The hat's good, but listen, the shirt with the duck with the mullet.
Duck with the mullet is
the
fantastic.
duck with the mullet and the American flag bandana.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Definitely. Let's make that famous. All right, Jason, you found out today, somehow, Jason,
Yeah.
you are the last person on planet Earth. Like, there are Bushmen in Africa who, just for the record, that was Jesse Shrake is the one that did that. There are Bushmen. I once got in trouble for doing that. There are Bushmen. So I'm a little sensitive. I still have PTSD. Apparently, not everyone thinks that is funny. And
By everyone, you mean who?
Just everyone.
Okay.
Apparently, we're not talking about. That's not what we're here to talk about today. Jason is the last person on the face of the earth to find out that there are mean people on Twitter.
Yeah.
Jason calls me today, and he's been pretty active on Twitter, about 8 hours a day. He is active on Twitter, and he reposted some sort of Jason Whitlock thing and about how ESPN needs to go down, and then got a lot of hate from people.
Yeah.
And you posted it as Lauer Road Radio, and then a lot of people brought the hate, and you called me like surprised. You're like, man, it's just like people are mean on here. I was like, it's Twitter. That's what happens. It's why I'm not on Twitter, because I'm a snowflake.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Mm-hmm. I had fully anticipated coming to tonight's show and ripping into Steven Crowder.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Now
know. Listen.
We talked about that earlier, too.
I've come full circle on that.
Oh, you have?
I have.
Oh, my goodness.
And today's Twitter experience caused it.
Okay.
Okay, because here's the
explain.
Here's the thing. So originally, a couple days ago, I was pretty angry.
You were hot.
Yeah, I called you immediately.
Yeah, you were.
So I watched Crowder, his first show back.
Yeah.
And I love Crowder. I always have. Mug Club member.
We're talking about
the mug.
Steven Crowder. Former voice on the cartoon Arthur.
Uh-huh.
Most people, that's what you know him from.
Yep.
And then he's a conservative voice.
Yeah. Probably one of the largest of that generation.
I'm more of a Mr. Reagan guy.
I know.
Personally.
Well, and he's great too. Actually, I talked to him.
He's better than Steven Crowder.
So Listen, I'm not comparing the two.
I will, and
Okay.
I'll say Mr. Reagan's better.
He's very good. I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying this. Crowder, before he went off air for 3 months,
This guy.
he said, his words
Yeah.
is, we are creating a network.
Yeah.
And I don't know what this network is.
Sure.
It might be 5 people. It might be 500 people.
Yeah.
But we're creating a network, and we've created a email.
Yes.
Creators-
We've created an email.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to craft that.
Uh-huh.
They made an email.
You're so angry.
I know.
Just
I
calm
really
down.
was.
Just calm down.
They made an email, like creators at loudercrowder.com or something
Sure.
like that. He said, if you're a content creator, send your stuff.
Which there's one thing. If there's one thing, Jason, you
Yeah.
can say about us, we have created a buttload of content. Whether anybody likes that
Good
content,
or bad, these are different things.
but we are we create
Yes.
content.
Okay, so listen, I'm not saying we're the best.
Nobody said that.
I'm not saying we're top 10.
Some of our reviewers have said that.
I haven't said it, but some people say
Some
it.
of our reviewers have said it. But have you said it? Have I said it?
Yeah, I've said it. Yeah.
But you're not saying it
No,
right
are we
now.
better than most?
Yes. But most is...
There's a lot of bad
There's
ones.
a lot of most out there.
There's a lot of most. Okay, so here's the thing. He said, send in your stuff, tell us who you are, all this stuff, and I promise you, I will reply to every
This
single
is a
one.
promise. I will reply.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's a
so
liar.
you
He's
said,
a liar.
And you said, I'm going to take you up on that promise.
I emailed him immediately.
Yes.
I think that day I said, hey, look at this really quick. And you said, yep, send it. Within 2 hours, I emailed him.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Ghosted.
Nothing. Nada.
So, like, 2 weeks later, I thought, well, maybe it got lost
You know
in
what?
the mail.
Stuff happens.
It happens.
Yes.
Maybe it went to a junk folder. So I
Sometimes
sent,
things go to junk.
Yeah,
That happens.
it happens.
You
Our
gotta-
show.
You got to check
don't-
your junk folder.
yeah. So I sent another one. Ghosted again.
Ghosted.
Yeah. So then he comes on, and one of the first things he says when he comes back after 3 months being off, he says something along the lines of,
Careful.
we went through the email
Yes.
at creators at louder.com.
He said that.
Yeah. And he
I
said,
listened to it.
Did you listen to it?
I listened to
He
it.
goes, there was some good stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, there's a lot of crap out there.
Yep.
And that's what
you
he said.
took that personally.
I took it personal.
because he did not respond to you.
Well, he said he was going to respond to everybody,
And
and
he didn't. So you're assuming that you're some of the crap out there that he was talking
Well, we're
about.
not one of the better ones.
Well, if we were,
He
and
would have
if
responded.
He saw it.
He would have responded. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to say, yeah, let's sign you up. I expect him to say, hey,
Just
listen,
to-
we're going to go in a different direction.
Yeah. Thanks
Like,
for...
Thanks. We want some stand-up comedians. We want to launch strong, whatever. We're not that
No.
yet.
Yet. He will rue the day he made that decision, though.
The whole point was
Rue the day.
Yeah, I was pretty upset.
One day he's
Listen,
going to come call in for us to be on the show.
I don't think so.
You can go if you want. No, he will. Mark my words.
Okay.
Right now, I'm saying
Mark
it.
it.
Mark.
The day will come when Steven Crowder wants us to come on his show. We will say yes, but then we will not go.
okay, that's fine.
We will say, I
No,
promise you, Steven, I'll come on your show.
I'll go.
You'll go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go. I can hold a grudge. That's what people don't understand about me.
Okay, so
I'm a
listen,
good grudge
listen.
holder.
We got to move on from
Hold
this.
on to it.
So the whole point was, I was going to come on and I was going to rip him.
Yes.
I really was.
You were ready. And
I was ready.
And I was ready because I've been on... I'm not, honestly... I would not even describe myself as Team Daily Wire in the whole situation.
Yeah.
I don't really care for any of them.
I know.
They're all
They've
kind
all
of...
got problems.
Everyone.
They all have problems.
All.
All. A-L-L,
Uh-huh.
all. You got the Catholics and the Mormons and Crowder's in between. So, I don't know. The point is, I was pretty upset.
You were.
I was pretty upset. I was going to come on. I was going to rip him. I even emailed some of his guys and went
Oh,
back and
yeah.
forth. Like, it was a
Nice.
big thing. And finally, today,
Uh-huh.
I posted something that was like very innocent.
It was a
Very
Jason
innocent.
Whitlock.
So Jason Whitlock posted, Jason Whitlock tweeted.
Who's Jason Whitlock?
Jason Whitlock, he works for The Blaze. He was a former ESPN guy, a former Fox
He would
sports guy.
fill in on Pardon the Interruption a lot.
Yeah. And I think he played at Ball State college football.
Yeah.
And he might have played a little pro.
Tony Kornheiser used to have him on the radio show quite a bit.
Yeah.
When I used to listen to Tony Kornheiser.
I like Jason Whitlock.
Sure, I do. I love Jason
I've,
Whitlock.
I've liked him a long, long time.
Uh-huh.
For a long, long time, I've liked him.
Sure.
So he posted something, and it was an ESPN thing where two people were going at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it was silly,
It
whatever.
was him and this Mia Kynes were going at each other,
yeah.
I think.
The truth is, I
You didn't even
don't-
read it. You just saw a
I
headline.
glanced at it.
Yeah, but you didn't read it.
I mean,
You
I actually clicked the article, and I scrolled,
Okay,
I thought that's
you
a lot of
clicked and
words.
You scrolled,
Yeah.
But it was a generally you thought, oh, this is a negative thing about ESPN
It
from
was
your
negative.
perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So I just wrote, ESPN is broken. Mm-hmm. They need to unplug and reboot.
Yeah.
Which I still think that because
Yeah, I believe that.
ESPN, do sports.
Come on.
What are you doing? Social
I don't
commentary
need you
and
to
political
tell
stuff.
me how to live.
No, just do the sports.
I don't want
That's
any
it.
of that. Yeah.
Sports.
Mhm. Sports.
Sports. That's it.
What ESPN ought to do.
Sports.
Do I want a Tom Rinaldi piece every once in a while that's going to make me cry? Sure. About some underprivileged kid who got to throw a baseball at the World Series? Yeah, I want that.
Okay, that's fine.
Every once in a while, I want Tom Rinaldi to make me cry.
That's fine.
But other than that,
just show us sports.
just give me sports.
That's all I want.
Is that too much to ask?
That's not too much to ask.
I don't think so.
So listen, it was a very innocent comment. I didn't think much
Disney
of it.
owns them.
Well, they do.
Woke.
So here's the thing. I'm still now. My phone's still dinging every
Blowing
30
up.
seconds. It's blowing up. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments. Thousands of people looking at this stuff.
They don't like it.
They don't like it.
They don't
And-
like you.
Well, us as a show. I didn't put myself out there. But they're writing things like this.
Now, wait a minute, Jason. You cannot say. You can only say bleep. Okay, you cannot say the words. You know, and if
Okay,
it's
because if I was going to say the words, there's a lot of words.
I understand, but
A lot of 4-letter words.
when it's the 4-letter words, just give us a bleep. Okay,
Okay. Can I say curse?
you can say curse. You could say
Okay.
cuss, bleep, or curse.
So this guy, he goes, "Who the curse are you?"
yeah,
That's a legit comment.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, we have 300 followers.
Sure.
Right? Who the curse are you?
I'm just a guy that they let have a Twitter feed.
Yeah. So then the next guy,
Yeah.
323 followers. LOL. Yeah. Who the curse are you?
Wow.
We're
Wow.
we're nobody.
We're nobodies.
Yeah. And then this is the one that hurt the most.
I think I know which one it is. I read some of them.
It says, "Wow, these guys are lame.
Oh.
Get a life, man."
Yeah.
That was written by Dan Owings.
I did read. I did. You know what I
Get the knife out of my back.
Do you know why I did that? Because you sent me the link, but I couldn't see it, and I think if I comment, then it'll
yeah,
show
yeah,
them
I
to me.
gotcha.
So I had to comment something, and
then
I
did
wasn't
you
going
see
to
it?
rush to your defense.
These guys are lame. Another guy, like, bro, if that's the case, your podcast doesn't even register a pulse. Oh, that one hurt. Another guy wrote, "Okay, Grandpa."
Ugh.
That one hurt.
Might as well have said
Can I?
boom.
Can I?
Here's
Yeah.
another one. This is a good one. I like this
right.
one a lot. Comedy. So in our bio,
They looked us up.
they looked this up. It says comedy that's clean and conservative. LMFAO. So, are you a preacher?
Oh, them's fighting words.
Well, it's kind of
There's anything
true.
we don't like around here.
I hate the preachers.
We were very clear about that last
We
week.
hate the
Or
preachers.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Even though our
Eventually,
friend-
we'll work for Joey.
Even though, eventually.
So listen,
Can I?
go ahead.
Can I?
So another guy. So this is another thing. You don't. Or you actually have to be on the radio to be radio.
I liked that one. I was like, you know what? He's got us. That one's pretty
You
good.
actually have to be on the radio to be radio. Now listen, they weren't there in the beginning, and we are on radio. News Force Radio.
That's true. We are on the radio.
We
should
are
respond
on the
to
radio.
that and been like, "Hey, you dumb, you silly goose. We are
Silly
on
goose.
the radio."
I should write that on
Get your
every. You
facts
silly
straight.
goose.
Silly goose.
We are on the radio.
Jason, can I bring up something that you haven't brought up that
Yeah.
I feel?
Oh, so then the next guy, he wrote. He goes, "This dude pays for Twitter."
Okay.
I do.
Now here's the thing that I was
Yeah.
going to bring up that
Okay.
you had not yet brought up.
Yeah.
So, and I don't understand it, but I'm given to understand.
Here's
that
another guy says, "Who the curse are you?"
there was
another.
There was a day
Uh-huh.
at which Twitter gave you the blue check mark, but now you can purchase the blue check mark.
Apparently, a lot of people are upset about that.
And they don't like that.
No.
They see your blue check mark and they say you did not get it legitimately.
But these are not blue checkmark people either.
You paid for it.
Yeah, I did pay for it.
And they're like, we didn't pay for it. You shouldn't pay for it because we know you don't know a
They
lot.
know more than I do. They do. Okay,
So what I'm saying is it time we get rid of the blue check mark? Is the blue check mark helping us?
Can we buy a second blue check mark? So we have a
I'll pay
double
twice
check?
as much for
yeah.
double blue. Elon, get on that. Okay, so just a couple other things. Do you know who Alvin Bragg is?
Sure.
No, you don't.
It's Glenn Bragg's brother,
No,
the former baseball player.
Correct. No, this guy's the guy like prosecuting, trying to get
Prosecuting?
Trump. Yeah, he's another prosecutor
Okay.
from Manhattan, trying to get Trump.
Oh, he's trying to bring Trump down.
He's trying to bring Trump down.
Okay.
And this guy, if you see a picture of him, He looks like a fat version of Mark May.
Isn't Mark May kind of fat?
Yeah, this guy's fatter.
Oh, okay.
So I posted
can't
that.
stand fat people.
I know. We need more fat shaming.
Yes.
And we're talking to us.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you've never watched it, go
fat.
to YouTube.
We're like
look
the-
at me right now. I can say I don't like fat people.
We're like the Uncle Tom of fat people.
I don't. Not
The
sure
Uncle
what that
Albert.
means. Yeah. Fat Albert.
Yep.
So this guy's like,
Somebody will get it.
and once again on Twitter, he's like, "Who exactly are you speaking to?" Mm-hmm. Any of
I
my
don't know.
Twitter followers? I don't know. I just posted it.
Who? Just the world.
The world. You don't have
Yeah.
to respond.
No.
If you don't like it, don't respond.
Yeah.
So
I
that
was
was
excited about all of this.
Pretty
I thought
instant. So here's another one.
There's no all press is good press, right? Isn't that
Yep.
what they say?
Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the thing. They're just going down our list and writing stuff. So this is another one.
Yeah.
I'll stop after this one. I'm not. Listen. I want to laugh. I want to have a good time.
Sure. As
But
do I.
This is just. I'll end with this one.
Okay. Thank you.
So apparently in the news, it's been going around that 007 might be recast as a female. Okay. Now, first of all, this is wrong on so many levels. So I wrote this. Hiring a female to play James Bond 007 would be a disaster for the franchise and would be the most woke thing ever. Go woke, go broke. That movie would make $0. They
Yeah.
would lose money on that
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I don't care what anybody says. Someone else had a different thought. They said,
Is this the show where we just read our Twitter feed now?
yeah,
'Cause-
I'm just telling you how angry. I'll stop at this one.
Okay.
He goes, feel free to unbunch your panties.
Oh.
I've been a fan of all the Bonds, and seeing a woman play a new iteration of the character would be great. Unless, of course, you don't like seeing women do things. Then feel free to being a snowflake.
But he's the snowflake in this. You're not a snowflake.
I'm not a snowflake.
You're sexist. But
I am sexist.
But you're not a snowflake.
correct. I'm not. I'm definitely sexist.
Which is far worse than being sexist.
Being a snowflake?
Yeah.
Yes, snowflake is worse than sexist.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it.
Racist is even more worse.
Well, depends.
Racist is the most worst.
Unless you're racist against white people, then it's the most best.
I don't know what's happened to this show.
Oh, there's one other thing. I'm sorry. Listen, this is the one that I thought was
I
great.
mean, I'm at the point. I'm about ready to ask Jesse if he has any bathroom humor. That's
Oh.
that's where I'm at.
Keep going, Jason. I got a couple in the chamber.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, you already let those loose earlier.
I've been letting
Okay,
loose.
so stop it with that. I hate that. It doesn't matter. I can't find any more. The one I read to Preston right before the show was great.
So, Jason, I'm
see if I can find it here.
wondering if maybe you just need to realize that there are mean people on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, on Twitter. And if you're going to be active on Twitter, then those sorts of things are going to happen.
I found it.
Okay.
So this guy, referring to conservative comedy radio, he says it's virtually impossible.
Oh.
He goes on to say, they probably just say woke and groomer back and forth to each other for an hour and laugh about it.
That's pretty funny.
That's very
if
funny.
I just look
Woke!
at you, and, groomer,
Woke!
groomer,
Woke!
This is so fun, groomer.
It's so stupid.
I love
This
it.
is the stupidest thing
Honestly, though, it's,
ever. That's pretty funny.
that's not a bad idea.
For an hour.
Like, do you
Just
think we
one
could do that for an hour?
Like
where
we'll
we just
rotate
take-
woke, groomer,
and
woke,
we laugh
groomer, and
every
we laugh.
time. I actually
Woke!
Groomer.
groomer,
Woke!
groomer, woke,
This is the best content we've produced so far.
groomer.
Groomer.
Okay. You know what? This is the
I'm
best part
sorry.
of the show.
I just don't get it. I don't get. So this is the point where I've
Why
come-
do they
listen,
feel
listen,
like
listen.
conservatives can't be funny? Because aren't liberals the ones that aren't funny?
Correct.
Liberals can't meme.
Aren't liberals
They can't
famously
do anything.
not funny?
No, they're the worst.
Don't they ruin humor?
Yes.
Like everywhere they go?
Yes.
Like,
like-
T-Rex with chickens? I don't know. Does
I
he
don't know
eat
what that
chickens?
means. Okay, so
Goats?
listen.
Maybe?
Listen.
the,
Stop.
the worst humor is liberals and then women. Period.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
That's a good try.
No, it fell short.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good try, though.
Thank you.
You tried.
I appreciate it.
So I've come full circle on the Crowder thing.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How does this connect to Crowder?
I'm not going to bash Crowder because bashing other conservatives is not going to be helpful. We need to team up.
I don't care about conservatives. I don't care about. It's just.
Are you conservative? Do you care about conservative
in many
values?
things, I am.
Abortion.
In some ways, I'm
Baby
progressive. Am I conservative when it comes to abortion? Yes, very conservative.
Then we should support other people who have the same opinion. I'm not going to rip these people for being conservative.
But once you step onto the public space,
Yeah.
then that's what you're asking for.
Yeah.
You
I guess
know?
that's true.
It's just what it is. I wouldn't go just rip some grandma who's got like a billboard up.
That's the whole thing. I just said ESPN is broke. That's
Yeah.
all I said.
Yeah.
That's the part
You're
that
taking this too personally,
No, listen.
Jason.
This is what something doesn't connect, and I can't figure out what it is.
Jason, hurt people.
No,
Okay?
that's true. I don't understand the rage and the anger that is oozing out of these people.
Yeah.
These people have to be miserable, right?
Yeah, I mean, Twitter it's pretty toxic. I'm not gonna lie.
You've been on Twitter for a while, right?
Yeah,
It's toxic, right?
It is
very
toxic.
toxic.
I didn't
Why
know
don't
this.
Post a whole lot. It's very like people
Yeah.
are just like ripping into you. You can just say like, "Oh, I like that." You can just like something. It's like, "Oh, you like that?"
Homo.
Oh, no. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like,
it's
what?
Like, what do you
I like the
mean?
picture of a chicken. Homo.
Exactly. It's like,
Stop.
What are you doing?
PG-13 tonight, I guess.
Homo's not PG-13. Homo
Yes.
sapien?
Homo sapien.
Come on.
Okay.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You know what you need?
What do I need? A beer?
You need a tastefully created piece of artwork.
No.
You do.
No.
You know what?
Just go ahead,
I
get
got-
it out of the way, show
I
it to
got
the
just
camera.
the thing for you, Jason.
Jesse bought this at the Goodwill store. He loves it. He thinks it's fantastic. He can put it. You can just keep it with you,
You
wherever
know,
you are.
Actually, I think we should let our viewers decide
All
what happens to
300
this.
of them.
All 300 of them on YouTube. We have thousands across all of our
We have.
platforms.
That's true,
We
yeah.
have more.
Yeah.
So I think this should go behind Dan and Jason, so it gets kind of front and
Okay,
center.
listen. Deal. It's going to go up on this wall.
No.
Yep.
No. I said behind
Deal.
Dan and Jason.
Nope. Yeah, behind us. It's going to go on this wall.
right behind us,
So then
right
it's going to
there.
be behind me again.
Yes.
But I don't know. I saw this at the Goodwill, and I just thought, you know what? Our walls are pretty bare since we moved studios,
Yeah.
and I thought this would take up some good landscape.
That would work better in the old studio. It's also very big, though.
It's pretty big, but there's some space in here.
Sure. Whatever happened to Magic Eye paintings? It was all the rage.
I love
They
those.
were everywhere. You
Yeah.
couldn't go into a doctor's office without seeing a Magic Eye painting. They were everywhere.
They were
it was
everywhere.
It was like they were a really big deal.
Like coffee table book.
And then one day they were, or coffee table book.
Yeah.
And then one day they were just gone. They just
That's
didn't
true.
exist anymore.
Yeah.
I don't remember when it happened, but at some point, my guess is, I don't know, but my theory is that some of the Magic Eye guys were doing dirty pictures or something with
that's-
them.
yeah.
And just putting it up there, and it's just like, I don't know what it is. It's probably a spaceship or something. And then little kids are just
Mom, what's that?
staring at it.
Yeah.
But I came across a Magic Eye painting on the internet the other day,
Oh.
and
Did it work?
I'm very good at Magic Eye paintings.
Really?
Are you?
No, I'm horrible at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm very good at them. Well, it was.
Do you even know what it is?
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
See this, Preston? Do you know?
I don't.
He
know.
doesn't
I'm
know.
trying-
Harrison,
I'm
do you
trying
know?
to look it up.
This is
We're old. We're old. This is happening.
camera on me. That's what I feel like. How do you? I mean, it was.
We're old.
It was.
We're old.
Okay,
Grandpa. Okay, Grandpa.
But it was like the Beatles, and then Michael Jackson came along,
And then
later,
Magic Eye.
and then Magic Eye paintings.
No, I know what you're talking. I just didn't know the name for him. Yeah,
Okay.
where you have to like cross your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then an image like appears.
Do you know what it is, Preston?
I mean, I'm looking at it right now.
But you don't know it?
I don't know.
Okay.
If you look at it long enough and you let your vision blur,
A
then
picture comes out.
A picture, it comes like 3D, like comes out of it.
It's like witchcraft.
And then once you see it, it's
You
like
can't unsee it.
actually one of the greatest moments of 94. What do you think was the peak year of Magic Eye?
94.
It was 94. The best thing in 1994.
Yeah.
There are a couple good things. One would be being at a Chuck E. Cheese while you're beating the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game,
Drinking a Mountain Dew.
drinking a Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
where other kids are just bringing you coins as you're just tearing through
Yeah.
Shredder. The second best thing would be if you were in a room with like 10 other people.
And you're the first to see
And
the
you're the
magic eye.
first to
Yeah.
see the magic eye painting, and you're looking, and everybody's like, I don't see it. And you're like, it's a deer. It's a deer. I see it. There's its antlers. There's its head and its legs, and it's jumping over a bush. It's a deer. I don't see it. I
Yeah.
see it. I see it. I see it. It's a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful.
Yeah.
You can buy them on eBay.
I'm sure you can.
There's one
yeah.
from 1993 that is $180.
Yeah. See, 93, 94. I
Yeah,
mean, it's right
that's
in
what
there.
I'm saying. Now,
Yeah.
if you bought a magic eye painting for the studio, I would love that.
Well, you
In
know.
fact, you know what? That would be kind of a cool backdrop. Just like butted together a bunch of magic eye paintings. You know what I mean? Just to really mess with you.
You've got a printer.
I do have a printer.
Oh, some of these are cheap. Yep, it's going to happen.
The problem is when you see it once, it's pretty much done.
But yeah, I guess you're right. I
There's a deer.
love a magic eye painting.
Yeah.
And you hadn't even thought about them in a while, and they
No,
didn't
I-
even know what they were. Like
Yeah.
they were.
What year were you born?
98.
Yeah. I mean, the peak was 4 years before he was born.
Yeah.
I was born in 93.
So they were the year he was born. They were at peak. Man, my phone is still blowing up.
That's hilarious.
I mean, even now, like they hate us.
let's just move on, Jason.
I'm not even gonna look at my phone anymore.
What will your midlife crisis look like?
What did it look like?
Yeah, I was just curious to say, I was like, will
midlife.
it?
What year? Look it up. What year does the midlife? What's the what's
how
the
old do you wanna
age
be?
range of a midlife crisis?
It depends how old you
Midlife
wanna be.
does not mean 50% of your life is
mid.
through.
It's a range.
Midlife crisis is. I think it's the 50s. Is that's the age for the midlife crisis? Somewhere
40
in
to
your,
60.
What's it?
40 to 60.
What?
40 to 60. Yeah,
No, not 40.
you're at the beginning stages of it.
Is that
I
why-
am too. Yeah.
That makes sense. Why I've been looking at a lot of convertibles lately.
You know,
I
I had
don't-
a quarter life crisis, so
What's it? Oh, quarter life. Like, what are you talking about?
That was quarter funny.
yeah.
And, that's giving it quite a bit.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So 40 to 60.
Yeah.
I feel like I've not hit my midlife crisis yet because I'm feeling pretty confident.
I feel like once your last child moves out, I feel like that's a
That
sign.
sounds about
you start
right.
empty nesting and you start thinking,
Yeah,
I can still
I've
travel
got-
the world.
Yeah.
I've got 8 years
Yeah.
before Teddy moves out.
So that's the question. Once Teddy moves out, what will that midlife crisis look
I'm
like?
gonna get a bunch of quail.
Do you think you'll do?
Hey,
Oh,
I know a
Probably
guy.
will. Do you think you'll do something with the baldness?
no.
You don't think so?
I actually don't think I'm gonna go through one.
You've settled in.
I am who I am.
You're an old soul.
I just don't care.
You just don't care.
No,
I think you're gonna get more into pipes.
I'm
know
pretty.
you like
I'm pretty
'em.
into pipes right now.
I think you're gonna get into that kind of stuff. You're gonna have like
Yeah.
pipes and
I would like to-
whiskey
I would-
and whittling. You're gonna start whittling.
Whittle. I
for
wanna
sure.
whittle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn to whittle.
You're going to learn to whittle. You're going to smoke a pipe.
Uh huh.
I mean, you're
Oh, it's
just
suburban.
are you
And bourbon.
Yeah.
in bourbon.
Yeah.
And complain about how things aren't like they used to be.
The good old days of
Reminisce on
Twitter
the good old days.
when they just used to bash you for no reason.
Do you think that'll come to an end when you look back at Twitter as like a thing in the past?
Twitter won't be around forever.
You think so?
MySpace wasn't around forever. Nothing will be.
Okay. All right.
Tom's a sellout. That's why. MySpace was so much better than
All
Facebook
right.
ever was.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a MySpace account?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you can
You
have a
did not.
song
I
that
did not,
plays.
no.
Yeah, so yeah, he was.
You were
You have a
cheating.
song that plays when people go to your.
I
account.
remember. It was a big deal. My dad had a MySpace account.
Oh,
It still does.
He still
Okay, so we did get a message on the internet.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Mike Tyson?
oh,
Oh, no. I thought you were going to talk about our guest.
Oh no, that's. Do you want to tease that?
We could tease it.
it
Listen,
rhymes with Joe Rogan.
it does rhyme with Joe Rogan. Yes, Ray Grogan will be here next week. Marion County prosecutor.
Yeah.
I like
Is that
Very
confirmed?
excited. It's basically confirmed.
No. It's not basically confirmed because what did you say his message said?
He had to check with his wife.
Yeah, which is
Code word for
which is what all of us say
Yeah.
when we want to gracefully get out of something,
You
but
know-
then blame it
Do
on
you
the
know
mean
how many
wife.
times I heard that? when I was selling life insurance. I made no dollars.
I'm in. I
because
like
of
this
that.
idea, but let me check with my wife.
You know what? This sounds great to me, and you're great, and I think you're great. And if it was up to me, absolutely.
100%.
But I gotta check in with the old ball and chain. So I am not counting my quail before they're hatched.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a greater chance than not that he's going to be here.
He said he listened to the show.
Yeah.
Where I talked about my experience on
As a jury member.
on a jury member that he chose, by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
So and he said he'd love to come on. So I don't know, Ray, we'd love to have you on. Absolutely. But we understand.
He said he watched the show and he liked it.
okay.
So,
all right.
I mean, he's a smart guy.
He is a
He went to
smart guy.
college.
I assume so. I hope he was. I hope he went
Well,
to
we
college.
elected him.
Well, that isn't. I don't know what the prerequisite is. This is one of the questions that we can ask him. Can I run for prosecutor against him?
Oh, that's a good
even
idea.
though I have no
Qualifications.
qualifications.
Yeah.
But
You've seen a
because
lot of Matlock.
But because it's an
You've
elected
watched a
position,
lot of
can I
Matlock.
run for sheriff?
I've thought that myself. I would like to run for sheriff.
Yeah. You'd be a good sheriff.
I'd be a great sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I be
I'll
your
be sheriff and
deputy?
you could be the prosecutor.
Okay.
We'll run Marion County.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Okay, so I don't know if this is real or not, but this was a real message that was sent to the show.
Okay.
From Mike Tyson.
Cool. Cool.
Email therealmiketyson@aol.com. So I don't know why.
You know what?
I don't know why it's not him. It could be.
Uh-huh.
Here's the message. Apparently, he sent another message I missed.
Okay.
But he goes, disappointed you haven't covered my secret code, but giving you another chance and wondering if you could cover the Mount Everest, which doesn't make sense, cover the Mount Everest of boxers.
Jason, is this real or is this an AI thing?
No, someone really sent this.
This is for real.
This is for real.
Because you do stuff sometimes.
No, this is real.
Because you got to admit, sometimes you do stuff.
Sometimes I do
And we
stuff.
all pretend that it's real, but it's not. But this is real.
That's real. 100% real.
100%.
Read it.
Disappointed you haven't covered my secret code.
So let me get
you
that out of the
another
way
chance.
first. It's 007
The Mount Everest of
373
boxers.
5963.
Yeah.
Directly to Mike Tyson. So he wants the Mount Everest of boxers.
Where did this come in? On our email?
GoDaddy, yeah. So on GoDaddy, you can leave a message in the chat. There's a little chat box. I honestly don't know who sent that.
The real Mike Tyson, I guess. Well, I make it a habit of not making Mike Tyson mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the Mount Everest of boxers has got to be just Mike Tyson, right?
I mean, I was thinking like boxer briefs, dog breed
Listen,
boxer.
you get one. There's one Mount Everest.
Boxer briefs. That's
One
it.
Mount Everest.
Oh, I see. If it's the Mount Everest.
He asked for. He didn't ask for Mount Rushmore.
Okay,
He
I
asked for
see.
the Mount Everest
Wouldn't
of
it the-
boxers. Muhammad Ali?
I think it'd be Muhammad Ali.
John Jones.
No. It's Muhammad
Conor
Ali.
McGregor.
Those
No,
are UFC
no.
fighters.
Yeah, I don't watch
No.
any of this.
No,
so I
it's
don't
it's
know.
either Mike Tyson because we don't make him mad, or it's Muhammad Ali.
What about Ray Liston?
What about Rocky Marciano?
Joe Lewis.
Joe Lewis.
Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier's a guy. George Foreman.
Oh, I like that one. It's George Foreman.
Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really great boxers. If we
Yeah.
were doing the Mount Rushmore, it might be difficult.
But the Mount
Mayweather?
Everest.
the Mount Everest of boxers.
Wouldn't the Mount Everest be the tallest boxer, which would then probably be
Lennox Lewis. He was very tall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so are we just going to land on Lennox Lewis?
He asked us to do. So what's the code again for Mike Tyson?
007-373-5963.
That'll get you straight to Mike Tyson.
Straight to Mike Tyson.
Although in all these new games, because they don't like Mike Tyson because he bit somebody's ear off and did some other things that were even worse than that. You're gonna fight Mr. Dream. Is that
Yeah,
it? Is that
something
what it
like-
is?
is that- yeah.
That's disappointing.
Listen, I won't play a game that's not
I know.
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. If it's just Punch-Out, I'm not playing it.
So
Tyson Fury.
the NES I let you borrow.
Yeah,
I have the Mike Tyson version.
the real Mike Tyson
Yeah,
version.
I don't want to play the other one.
I played it. It's awesome.
Yeah. So, Mount Everest of boxers?
If I had to pick the Mount Everest of boxers, I would probably say Muhammad Ali.
I would too. We'll settle on that.
Now the question is, can Prime Mike Tyson? Would Prime Mike Tyson have beaten Prime Muhammad Ali?
Yes.
I think he would have.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody Prime Mike Tyson wouldn't have.
No, he would have beaten everybody.
I think so. But I mean, his prime was just a couple years.
Age 19.
But when it was,
Yeah.
he was.
Unbeatable.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, the tallest boxer is where'd it go? I had it.
So this is why you're not the czar of information.
It is Gogia Mitu,
Okay. Yeah.
7'4".
I had that. Yeah. But he had quite a reach.
Quite a reach.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
insane. Do we want to do the Netflix
Yeah, let's do
suggestion of the week?
Netflix.
Okay. I got a good one. I mean,
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus, or maybe Amazon Prime, or something like that, like YouTube.
heard how I do.
We don't want to put a box around what you watch, so.
Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
We finished Hunger Games. All 4.
You know, my daughter watched all 4 Hunger Games just this week.
We did this
in
past
one
weekend.
day.
Well,
she
we-
watched it all on Monday.
We did 4 consecutive days, one each day. I told you last week I exposed Teddy too early.
Yeah.
To the first one. We went ahead and just ripped the Band-Aid off and did the rest of them.
Okay, with Teddy.
Yeah, with Teddy. Okay. Teddy and Gus. And
Just double down on that.
just double down.
I don't care for the other ones. I like the first one.
I think the overall set is good.
They get more and more confusing. Don't they get very confusing?
I don't think so. I think it's our future as America.
We're getting
Yeah.
close.
We're getting very close to that.
Which district do you think is the best district to live in? I feel like 3 is probably the best one to live
I
in.
think we're probably in 12.
We're in 12?
I think so because it's like I think West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio. It's the coal miners. That's who we are.
Is that District 12?
Yeah, that's where Katniss Everdeen is from too.
Wherever Katniss
She's not
Everdeen
from
is.
12, is
Yeah,
she?
she's from 12, 100%.
Oh.
Well,
And 12
then
is
I'm
the
in
last
12.
one?
12 is the least.
It is?
Yeah.
I thought there were further ones
Now there's a
behind her.
District 13 that's like the resistance.
Right.
Districts 1 through 12 is part of whatever
Well,
conglomerate.
where would be the resistance in the United States?
I don't even know.
Texas,
Probably.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida.
So your Netflix suggestion is the Hunger Games.
As a set, all 4 of them
Series.
are on Netflix. And in general, all my kids liked them.
Okay.
It was good.
All right.
What's your Netflix?
My Netflix suggestion of the week. Erica and I, like I said before, we've been watching a lot less television than we had previously, and but Monday we had some free time, and so we wanted to lock in on something that was really going to like capture our information. Tried a couple things, couldn't quite find something that was like really exciting, and then we found Jesse Stone.
I don't know who
You don't
that
know
is.
who Jesse Stone
No.
is. So there's a.
I know
it's-
Jesse Ventura.
It's a murder mystery series about a guy who was a cop in L.A. and then this little town called Paradise, Massachusetts, hires him because he had some stuff go down. He was fired from his job, and then Paradise, Massachusetts, hires him to come be their chief of police. And they're kind of like a tourist kind of a town, you know. And his name is Jesse Stone, and he is the chief of police. There's 9 of these movies. They're movies, Jason, and they're made for TV movies. That means there are commercial breaks where it pauses for just a
yeah.
second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
they
it just
come
comes
back.
back to another
Jason,
scene.
are you looking
The
it up
music-
right now? Did
No.
you already? All right.
No.
Any guesses on who plays Jesse Stone?
I mean, he is
Just
Jason.
take a guess.
Just hold on, just one. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
See how excited Dan
I know
is.
nothing about this.
He is the perfect person.
Should I know this?
100%.
Yes.
Just look how
These
excited Dan
movies
is about
are.
this movie.
Turns out these movies are kind of a big deal.
Mr. Bean.
no.
No. He is the guy. He is the guy that you want playing your police chief. If there's ever a guy that
Kiefer Sutherland.
he would be pretty good. But no, it's not Kiefer Sutherland.
Chuck Norris.
No, come on, Jason.
I don't
this
know.
This is easy.
No, I don't know.
Tom Selleck.
I just Googled Tom Selleck movies.
Well, no, I was just looking through Amazon Prime. I'm like, is that Tom Selleck? And so I clicked on it, and Erica was not even interested.
Yeah.
She was doing a crossword puzzle, and then all of a sudden, Tom Selleck's on screen. She's like, "Ooh, what's this? What's that? What is that? What is it? We should watch that." You know. So she's a big fan of Tom Selleck. We know this.
And-
so, every episode or movie, they're movies.
Yeah.
Obviously made for TV movies. Every
Post Magnum PI.
Yes, definitely post, but pre Blue Bloods. Although
Okay.
I think there must have been a crossover because I was
Yeah.
looking at the years that it happened. Because we're in like season 13 of Blue Bloods, so
Yeah.
Blue Bloods have been around for a long time. But which I love Blue Bloods, and I'll
I
stand
know.
by that.
Yeah.
But anyway, every movie has two basic plot lines. It's the main murder, and then there's like a sub crime that a lot of times will cross over into
Yeah.
it.
There's a
and
Venn diagram there.
And he doesn't the bad guy in the. So there's two ways to watch the Jesse Stone movies. You can watch them chronologically or when they were made.
yeah.
So you can go back and you can watch.
It's a lot like
Star
Narnia.
Wars. Oh, sure. And
Well, those are written in different times. in the
chronologically, the first movie, the bad guy,
Yeah.
is Stephen Baldwin.
Oh, yeah.
Which he's such a good bad
He's
guy.
the best Baldwin.
Yeah, Stephen Baldwin.
Yeah.
He's the blonde one, right?
You watched it.
Yeah, I think it's Stephen
Yeah.
Baldwin. Yeah, and it's perfectly cheesy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not To Kill a Mockingbird with Gregory Peck.
No.
It's
What
not,
is?
It's not. It's A Wonderful
No.
Life with Jimmy Stewart.
No.
It's not MASH the movie. You know, like
With Alan Alda? Are you kidding me?
no MASH was Alan Alda in the MASH movie.
Alan Alda?
I don't think he was in the MASH movie.
don't
He was
know.
in the TV show. Is it? The Search for Spock? No, it's none of these classic movies.
Wrath of Khan is better.
Nah, Search for Spock.
No,
is
you
better.
were wrong on that. I will fight you on that one. Wrath of Khan is so much better.
I'm a Search for
The
Spock.
needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. That's
That's
what it is. It's all-
communism.
oh my gosh.
I'm a Search for Spock guy. Okay.
Because you're the needs of one outweigh the needs of the many.
Sometimes. It depends
Selfish.
on who the one is and who the many are. Yeah, it's perfectly cheesy, and
Yeah.
I love it, and
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
That must have been Tom Selleck's life for 10 years because they made 9 movies
Yeah.
from 2005 to 2015.
Uh-huh.
And two of
Just
them released
nonstop.
2 of them released in 2006.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah. This is nonstop
These
filming.
movies are so good. So we've watched.
and they're on what? Prime?
Well, not this is the
You had to
problem,
buy 'em.
Jason. Many
Did you
some
spend-
of them are
Did
on
you
Prime.
put money on it?
I haven't yet, but I am. I'm really thinking about it. So I've been
Yeah.
able to watch the first 3
Okay.
without
Paying for it.
paying for
Yeah.
it. But I'm nervous because I don't know how I'm not going to pay for it. But yeah, he was pumping these movies out. Apparently, it's based on a series, like a book series
Aren't
that
they
was
all?
somewhat popular.
Yeah, I read the book series.
Sure you did. So it's awesome. I love
Yeah.
Tom Selleck. It's just wonderful.
I think I'd like it better with Kiefer. Okay,
Kiefer's got a new show coming out called The Rabbit Hole on Paramount that I'm going to
okay,
watch.
yeah.
Looks,
I like Kiefer.
looks pretty interesting.
Okay, so next thing.
All right.
You have to walk 100 yards.
I'm out.
Okay.
I didn't think you'd want to talk about walking this week, Jason.
Well, listen.
Huh?
Listen.
Huh?
I've been busy on Twitter.
Okay.
I don't have time to walk.
You can walk while you can tweet.
Your little competition thing.
Yeah, so we set
Okay,
up an app.
okay.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The walking app.
It's the walking app.
It is called, just so people, Outwalk.
Outwalk.
It's called Outwalk. And you can get it, and you can search Dan Owings or Jason Owings.
And we're there.
I'm about ready to pay $2 for this, so I don't see ads anymore. Yeah, currently in our rankings, there's like my group is 4. There's 4 of us.
Yeah.
Is that what you have?
I don't know.
Me, you,
Yeah.
Erica,
And Jason.
my wife, and
Jason Hauser?
no, Brett Newman.
Oh, okay.
Is Brett in your group?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I have 68,000 steps.
Yeah.
Erica has 43,000.
Yeah.
You have 68. You have 38,000.
Yeah.
And Brett has 36. I mean, Brett's about ready to catch up with you,
Well, listen, I've been busy the last couple of days.
Also, they give you more miles per step than me. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I didn't notice
Yeah.
that.
So you take longer steps
Now
than I do.
I gotta get on this stupid thing.
It's called Outwalk, and
I
it's
think you sent me the
We
link.
actually want a bunch of people on it.
this week. I've walked 29.8 miles.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Now, listen, for the record, I don't always have my phone on me at work, and I'm walking, so I don't know how to measure that.
You get one of these.
I need to
puppies.
get a watch. I don't have a watch. Okay, so listen, you're
Sorry.
going to walk
Walk
100 yards,
100 yards. Got
100
it.
meters, I don't care.
Let's say yards. I'm
Okay.
an American.
100 yards.
Uh-huh.
How many butterflies could you walk through
Okay.
before they stopped you?
Okay. Am I in a tunnel? Or are the butterflies just I mean, are they
You're on
concentrated?
you're on a track,
I'm on a track.
outdoor track.
I'm on an outdoor track.
So if there was 100 butterflies, could you walk through 100
And
butterflies?
they were all in my walking path.
It was the purpose of the butterfly to stop you.
Okay, so the butterflies are trying to stop
The
me.
butterflies are trying to stop
Okay,
you.
that changes things.
Yes.
Because, butterflies, they could just
they
be
float around.
floating.
Yeah.
These butterflies,
Their
they know
intent is to stop
their
you.
intent is to stop me.
Yeah. So 100. You could walk through 100 butterflies.
Yeah, I could walk through 100
A
butterflies.
1,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
A million.
Yes.
A million's a lot of
A
butterflies.
million is a lot of butterflies. I don't know if you could do it.
I don't know if I could walk through a million butterflies. If they were all intent on stopping me from walking.
Okay. Next one.
Yeah.
Honeybees.
Honeybees.
Honeybees. It's their intent to stop you. Could you get through 5?
One. I don't like bees.
One. But one, it stings you, it dies. You walk the 100.
I guess.
10?
What is the prize? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What's at the end?
$1 million.
Okay, $1 million?
$1 million.
Okay, that changes things.
Yeah.
How many bees until a person dies? Like how many
I'll find
bee
out.
stings
100?
until look up the movie My Girl. You ever
Do
seen
you
that
guys
movie?
know that?
No.
They don't
You don't
know
know
that. Oh my gosh. Good grandpa.
You know what? I'll bet Ray Grogan knows the movie
Absolutely,
My Girl.
Ray Grogan knows My Girl.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's 10 stings per pound of body weight.
Oh, so I could take
That's a lot of math.
430. I don't know.
I thought you were really doing
10 stings per what?
Per pound body weight.
So
Okay,
10 times
so-
whatever
so
your
if
weight
I
is.
could take
Let's
like
say
two-
one weighed 200 pounds.
2,000 stings.
That's
Yeah.
2,000 stings.
Before it
So
you
let's
die.
just make that the threshold.
2,000
for a human.
bees.
2,000 bees.
So
And there's $1 million at stake.
yeah.
If you can say, I'm
Now
gonna
I'd let you run. You don't have to walk.
and I could run.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could
like
get it done in
14 seconds.
20, 25 seconds. I with the bees chasing me, maybe under 20. I'm not fast. Yeah, I would do it
Okay.
for $1 million.
For $1 million.
Not just
yeah.
for poops and giggles.
Okay. How many eagles? American bald eagles.
And they're intent on
And they're
stopping me.
intent on stopping you. Would one.
Not even. I mean,
I think you could take one.
I think one.
dude, if they get their talons or their beak on you, you're in trouble, man.
Do the
Those
eagles
things-
have large
I can-
talons?
I think I
Yes,
can
they
grab-
do. Listen. I have an eagle thing. First of all, I love bald eagles. Every time I see them, I stop the car. I watched a bald eagle last week pick up an entire leg of a deer that someone had hit from the field and fly off with the entire leg. Part
He's
of the
a little bit
hindquarter.
bigger than an entire leg of a deer.
It's true.
Yeah, but that thing wasn't even like struggling. It just,
Was it still on the deer?
huh?
Did it have to
The
rip
leg.
The leg?
No,
Yeah.
it was a large. Like I could see it from a ways away.
No,
I'm like,
eagles
it's
are
got
huge.
something in it.
They're big animals. Yeah.
And
I once saw a hawk fly into a creek and come out with a snake. It was awesome.
That is impressive.
So I feel like 5.
5?
not even close.
No.
No,
I think
way.
2 or 3.
I'm thinking you're pushing like a 2.
I don't know.
It's their intent. These are not Lord of the Rings eagles.
I just have to make it 100
but-
yards?
Yeah.
For $1 million?
You could get through one easy.
Yeah, I could get through.
You just punch the eagle.
I mean, am I gonna end the 100 yards bloody? Sure.
Yeah, but
Yes.
you got $1 million.
I might be missing an eyeball, maybe.
Maybe.
But I'll have $1 million.
Yeah. Okay. How many seals?
Is there water?
There's no water.
Can you run, or do
You
you,
can
have to
run.
walk?
No, you can run.
Oh, you can run.
Yeah.
These
Crazy.
aren't sea,
50 seals?
they're not sea lions.
Oh, not sea lions, just seals.
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 Okay.
So they're not very mobile.
Dugong?
No, then yeah, you can probably go with the car.
But it's their intent to stop you.
But it's their intent to stop me. Wait a minute, I got a new question.
yeah.
Where do I start and where do they start?
Oh,
Like,
that's a
are
good
they
question.
with me? Or are they like coming at? Are they coming from the other side?
They can start wherever they want.
Okay.
And you got to go 100 yards.
All right. Whew. Seals?
Seals.
37. I thought about it.
Yeah. I think you could do more than that.
You think so?
Because I don't think they're chasing you. They're not stacking on top of each other.
I mean, yeah, but if they're trying to stop me, they're not small things.
They are big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seals are pretty smart.
Seals are smart.
Yeah.
But it's not a walrus that has the fangs, Yeah.
You gotta watch Jesse Stone. You're gonna be so happy.
How many giraffes?
The first one's called Stone Cold. Death in
That's the
Paradise
second
is
one.
pretty good too. How many giraffes?
Giraffes.
No, dude. They swing that neck one time, you're dead.
Yeah, but I think you could like run underneath their legs.
No. Dude, have you seen the video of the two giraffes fighting each other, hitting each other with their head?
No, but it's not two giraffes. It's a giraffe against a person.
If it makes contact, you're dead.
If it makes contact.
100 yards, you're like, hey, I'm taking the chance. 100 yards.
I would go against one giraffe for $1 million.
For $1 million?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd 4.
Yeah, I think a dozen.
4?
Yeah.
They just start swinging their neck around, and one of them makes contact. You're dead. You're
I think they're going to be
off.
hitting each other's necks.
Yeah.
They might be, and then they fall on you.
I feel
They're
like it's like
gigantic.
Luke fighting the Rancor, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you just got to be sneaky.
Okay.
You got any more, Jack Hanna?
I mean, I wrote koala bears.
Oh,
Oh,
a
that's
trillion.
Well, unless they're wet and mad. That's pretty scary. Have you seen those things?
No, I've never seen a wet, mad koala bear.
That's
Don't.
true.
Don't.
No, it's like
I mean, kangaroos would be like 2.
Oh, I'd fight a kangaroo.
No, kangaroo would kill you.
Kangaroos
Are you
are
crazy?
Smack him.
No.
Have you ever
Smack
seen a
him up.
picture of a like a ripped kangaroo?
Oh, yeah, I'd beat the crap out of that
No
thing.
way. If
Yeah.
if one kangaroo was intent on stopping you, it would.
No.
I had a dream that we were doing a Wonder Bread commercial.
For money?
Yeah, like we were on TV doing a commercial.
As Lauer
Like
Road?
we got hired
Yeah.
to do a commercial for Wonder Bread.
Yeah, very racist.
When's the last time you had Wonder Bread?
Not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah, Marion Food Mart sells it. And that's all they had.
And
So
so
I bought
you got
Wonder
it.
Bread. Yeah.
What do you think?
Not as good as...
What's your favorite bread brand? I know mine.
What's the one with the big Texas toast?
They all have that.
We get it.
Jesse, what's your favorite bread brand?
I don't really have one.
Schwabels.
I like
Schwebels?
We love Schwebels.
Schwebels?
Yeah, Schwabels. We love
Schwebels.
Schwabels. We love Schwabels. No,
No
other
other
label
label
will
will
do. You
They
guys,
don't even know what
King's
Schwebels
Hawaiian.
is.
King's Hawaiian bread.
Those are rolls.
King's Hawaiian. They do have bread
They
though.
have bread.
They have sliced bread now. I've
they?
seen it.
The rolls are excellent.
The rolls are excellent. That's pretty good. But I'm still a Schwabels guy because of the commercial.
Yeah.
Because I'm easily influenced.
Wonder Bread comes to you. We'll pay you $1 million to do a commercial. Holding out for Schwabels.
Sorry.
Schwabels goes out of business. Wonder Bread's like, all right, how about now? Nope. They're coming back.
I know where my loyalties lie. It's Schwabels. All right. So, but if Wonder Bread is watching, we will do the commercial.
Yeah.
I dreamt it.
Yeah.
Old men will dream dreams.
Yeah. Young men will see visions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm dreaming dreams.
Next week, Ray Grogan.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Temper your
It's
expectations.
either going to be Ray Grogan or Joe Rogan.
It'll be one of the two.
Which one would you rather have, honestly, on the show? Tell the truth.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, me too. And I think Ray would understand that.
Ray would gladly give up a spot for Joe Rogan.
Be like, listen, Ray. No one saw this coming. But
Can I
Turns
call,
out.
if he does, come on. Can
Yeah.
I call him? Can I just refer to him as Ray Ray?
No.
Ray.
No,
How's
we're
the-
going
no?
to be polite.
Are we gonna be?
respectful.
We're
what
gonna
if
be
we have
respectful?
Joe Rogan on and we only talk to him about news radio? Like, we don't mention anything else. Like, we don't talk about FFC. We don't talk about.
UFC?
Oh, what did I say?
FFC?
Oh, that's a
That's like WWF.
we don't talk about, his
Marijuana.
show,
Just
Jordan Peterson.
So
We don't
tell me
talk
about
any
Andy
of this.
Dick.
Yeah, just what was it like to work with the great Andy Dick? All right.
Apparently, he's responsible for getting Phil Hartman killed.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Allegedly, but yes.
I don't like that.
Allegedly.
All right, this is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, Bubba, sit. Good dog.
I've spoken.
99. The cat. Where are we putting the cat? Look at this.